Hello, everybody. Today is Friday, March 10th. It's 3:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The future session closes in about 3 minutes. On my left is the time in sales. We can see the last trades for the E-mini S&P at 2371 and a quarter at 357, almost 358. It was a great day for the auto trader today. We had fairly decent volatility. And before I continue, first the required disclaimer. Okay, we had an excellent day today. First up is the crude oil on the Precision Renko 5-tick with 300 reversal. We did 15.20 in profits. You can see the trades here. And we had one loser at the open, and the drawdown was only about $150. And then it was straight up from there. So after that, it looks like we had, about 4 winning trades in the row. And in particular, this one large trade here going short at 49.04 and then covering at 48.46. That's 50 ticks, ending with 15.20 for the day. So quite good. Okay, next up is the gold contract on the Super Renko 6-tick. We had a very small winner here, actually going short, and then we had a fantastic long and a short, very well-placed trades here, both the entry and the exit on these 2 swings here, and then a third trade here, a third swing. As I've stated many times, this would be very difficult to achieve trading manually. So these are just excellent placement of the trades and your entries and exits. These are all limit orders. So doing 1480 in the gold. Okay, the E-mini S&P on the Super Renko 12-tick did 925 on a single trade. Now keep in mind that is approximately 70 ticks or so in the E-mini S&P. So this was quite a fantastic move here. You can see our split fill. In simulation or market replay, you will not see a split fill like that. This can only happen in real time. So this is a really solid performance in the E-mini S&P on this chart on a single trade. Okay, I have something a little different and unusual to show. At the request of a client or a potential client, somebody that was asking about the auto trader, they asked me to try a chart on a particular line break chart in the bonds, and this person indicated to me that they traded 10 contracts and went for relatively small profit targets. So I would never show trading 10 contracts with the auto trader for our video purposes because most clients do not trade 10 contracts. So this is unusual. So what we have here is a P&L. This traded in live simulation. If I scroll back in the charts, we'll see there's H's on the trades. So these are historical trades, but as soon as we get into the open of the bonds, you can see that these trades do not have H's. That means they unfolded in real time today as the market unfolded. And again, there's some split fills here. That's not going to happen in a market replay or when you look back historically. None of these historical trades would ever have a split fill. It's always going to give you the entry price. So looking at the trades here, this is a pretty spectacular performance. I have this set up for pretty small profit targets. We're taking 3 contracts off at 3 ticks. Remember, the bonds is $31.25 a tick. So that's almost $100. 3 ticks is almost $100 in the bonds. Second contract is 4 ticks. And the third contract is 5 ticks. And then the fourth contract is a runner. And then size-wise, we're taking 2 off at 3 ticks, 3 off at 4 ticks, and then 2 off at 5 ticks, and then 3 go for a runner. And then I'm trailing the stop by only 4 bars, trailing by 2 bars, and then 6 bars, trailing by 1 bar, and then 8 bars, trailing by 0 bars. And what I can see from this initially is that I probably need to maybe I could probably improve the trailing stops on this, but it actually did pretty good, because if I didn't have trailing stops on this last exit here would be at the close of this bar way up here. So this is actually working pretty good. Anyway, looking at the trades here, this did 44.68 for the day. Just want to remind everyone this is 10 contracts, so this is a little unusual, but still, if it was a single contract, it would be 1/10 of this approximately at, let's just say, $500. Your settings would be completely different for a single contract, but on a 10 lot, this is pretty impressive. There wasn't a whole lot of trades, so if we minus the commissions here, it looks like there was only 5 or 6 trades, so probably $150 or $200 in commissions, to be fair, on all these trades. And then, so the point of all this is that by going to a line break chart that kind of magnifies the swings, we have some good volatility here, and this is trading on a stop order, so it's pretty much taking every swing. As stated, I believe the money management could be improved here. But this is a really impressive performance, and it goes to show that I can't possibly think of all the great settings for the auto trader. Clients and other traders often think of settings that I wouldn't have thought of. So if you're using the auto trader, or if you're thinking about using it, I strongly encourage you to try different things, because the possibilities are endless. And so this is a simple idea, and in the future I'll be trying some line break charts, using them as tick charts, and trying to duplicate something like this. These are very short profits. It's not quite scalping, but just a little bit, another degree above what I would consider scalping, because we're going for several ticks here, and also the possibility of a runner. So anyway, this is really great performance. This is very encouraging. So I hope you enjoyed that I showed this, just a little something different. And I was pretty amazed when I looked at my screens today and watched this unfold. It's quite impressive in my opinion. Okay, so back to our crude oil chart. This is trading 2 contracts. This is using our line break logic, which simulates the logic of line break bars on different types of bars. So this is the line break logic on our Super Renko 6 tick, and this did 690 for the day. So this is only on 2 contracts. So if this was a 10 lot, we would basically take 690, let's just say 700 times 5, it would be 3,500 for the day if this was a 10 lot, for example. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on a 1-minute line break chart. And this is actually using a limit order. And this had a very respectable gain of 725 for the day, catching both short and long trades. As you can see here, we only had a small drawdown. The initial loser right here was only drew us down about $100 or less. And then we came back with a strong finish, 725 in the ES. Remember, $500 in the ES is 40 ticks. So anytime you go that much in the E-mini S&P is a pretty solid gain for a market that's relatively difficult to trade. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on the 6 tick, and this is the one that we've seen quite a bit that starts trading at 12:30 p.m. And so we got dragged down by a loser to start. We drew down approximately $300, and then we had a second small loser, just a couple of ticks, but quickly took us into this pretty stellar long trade. You can see we got filled on our limit order here and just exited on this bar probably just a few minutes ago, and managed to finish on the plus side at $200. So this chart has been pretty consistent and very low risk. It's only going to take a couple of trades a day. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed that we showed something a little different today, and if you'd like to find out more, please visit our website at bluewavetrading.com or feel free to send me an email to systems@bluewavetrading.com. Thank you for watching today.